What if I told you that buying a Tesla in India could actually hurt our economy and increase our dependency on China? Along with that, ignore the brilliance of very own Indian EV brands. Sound shocking, right? Today I am going to tell you that why Tesla Y might not be the best choice for Indian buyers and why supporting hybrid car or Indian EVs from Tata and Mahindra makes so much more sense for your wallet and for the nation's future, or we can say India's future. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Aditya Singh and today we are diving deep into a very hot topic, that is Tesla Y and whether it is really worth for your money in India. Tesla is a global giant and no doubt their car are aspirational. But when you look closely at a price, the tariff dependency on foreign supply chains and India's electric mobility vision, you will see why we need to think twice before chasing the Tesla badge. So let's get into it. Tesla has been the pioneer of EV across the world. Sleek design, autopilot tech, insane acceleration, and it's the Apple of the car industry. But India is not the US or Europe market. Our road conditions, charging infrastructures, and affordability are completely different. And here's the catch. Tesla Y, if launched in India, would be import a attractive 100% custom duty, or we can say a tariff. That means a car costing around 35 to 40 lakhs globally will touch nearly 70 to 80 lakh rupees or even higher in India. For that price, it compete with the luxury brands like BMW or Mercedes or Volvo. So ask yourself, does it make sense to pay double just for a Tesla logo, or when Indian companies are offering a value-packed EVs at one third of the price like Tata and Mahindra? Let's talk about the tariff trouble and why it matters, especially in India. India charges a high tariff or imported vehicle, especially luxuries EV like BMW, and there is a reason for it. Our government always want to promote Make in India manufacturing initiatives. If Tesla were serious, they should set up a manufacturing plant in India, and along with that create jobs and contribute to our ecosystem just like they did in China. But instead, Tesla asked for tariff relaxations, basically saying, let us dump our imported car in your market without making anything here. As everyone knows, India is the biggest market in consumption. That's not fair for Indian automakers who are investing billions into the local manufacturing. Like Tata, Mahindra, Hyundai India, they are building cars here in India, employing lakhs of people. Shouldn't they get our support instead of foreign brands bypassing the systems? Let's discuss the China connection as well. And here's the hidden truth no one talk about. Tesla's supply chain is heavily dependent on China, whether it's lithium ion cells, rare earth material, or even some critical parts. China controls the majority of EV raw material globally. Now let's try to create this picture. India buying Tesla cars, indirectly increasing our reliance on China. Isn't this dangerous for our national interest? We already face border tensions and technology dependence in another battlefield. Why should we fuel China's dominance when we have a brilliant Indian companies working on alternative chemistries like sodium ion and indigenous battery manufacturing? Let's talk about the Indian alternatives. Tata, Mahindra, Shine. Let me show you the real heroes here. Tata Motors with the Nexon EV, Punch EV, Curve EV and the upcoming Harrier EV has already captured over 70% of the market share in Indian EVs. It is affordable, reliable, made for Indian roads. Mahindra with its Born Electric Inglow platform is preparing futuristic EV SUVs, stylish, tough and loaded with the connected tech. And the best part is they are designed in India for India. You get the great after-sales support, affordable pricing and the pride that your money supports Indian job and the national security as well. Isn't that better than the paying crores for a foreign bar? Let's discuss something about the hybrids as well. And while full EVs are great, hybrid are currently the most practical bridge technology for India. Giant companies car like Toyota Hyryder, Honda City EHEV, Maruti Grand Vitara and upcoming SUVs from the Maruti all offer excellent mileage, low emissions and no charging anxiety. Until we have a mature charging network in India, hybrid make more sense for a country where people travel long distance and power cuts are still common. They give us the best of both the world, fuel plus electric. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of the Tesla. First, pros. Advanced tech and global prestige, top-notch safety and pioneer in the EV industry. Tesla cons are exorbitant pricing, tariff burden, no local manufacturing, high service cost, dependence on foreign supply chain, especially from China. Let's talk about the Indian EV pros: affordable, localized production, better service, government incentive, and proudly made in India to support India. Let's talk about the cons: shorter range compared to the Tesla, fewer global tech features, but improving fast. Why not to buy India in 2025? So here is the emotional core. Every rupee you are going to spend on a Tesla in India is a rupee leaving our economy. Instead of strengthening the Indian car maker who are fighting hard to innovate, we are enriching someone else's country. Chenab soldiers stand out lot of border disputes while our market feeds China battery dominance. Do we really want that, or do we want to proudly say we drive the future that India built? So here is my conclusion. If you are considering an EV in 2025, my advice is clear. Say no to Tesla via import, go for Indian EVs from Tata or Mahindra, or choose hybrid until our infrastructure is ready. Support India's vision, support local jobs, and let's build a sustainable and independent EV futures together. For more honest, bold auto insights, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. Drive smart, drive Indian.